Greetings, this is Cindy Zickman with a story for International Women's Day. This piece was published by Under the Gum Tree in summer of 2021. It's called Duende. On a dark stage lit by a single beam of light, a ponytailed singer warmed his throat. His voice sounded raspy as if emanating from tobacco-etched lungs. The guitars played in perfect rhythm to the singer's mournful cries. Seated at the base of the stage with my nose at floor height, I was in Madrid, Spain, and about to experience my first live flamenco show. But I felt as if I had known flamenco all my life, having replayed in my mind the one dance I had seen when I was 7 years old. It was 1965, and we lived in a Montana railroad town when Ed Sullivan brought a Spanish dancer into our living room through the sorcery of television. She drummed the stage with her nail-bottom shoes, wearing a long white ruffled dress and a pink flower in her hair. Her facial expression carried a haunting determination I'd not seen in my Scandinavian and Eastern European families. 15 years later, I had traveled to Madrid, Spain. The spotlight moved to illuminate the guitarist sitting cross-legged on a wooden chair. He played like he had 4 hands, each vibrating at a different frequency. Enchanting rhythms floated and collided mid-air while my heart pounded to his penetrating sound. Out of the darkness, a dancer appeared. The diffused light surrounded her in particles of light, illuminating her curvy figure as she took the stage with the presence of a bullfighter. Her shadow fell like a veil, dropping her silhouette across the stage. I imagined she was angry. She detested the pain in her life, but she confronted her losses the way I longed to defy my own. While the dancer held her position with natural intensity, I memorized her features, arm positions, and every detail of her dress. Its high waist, the scooped V-neck, and the triple ruffle that cascaded around her toned body until it brushed the floor. When she slowly turned to face the audience, her eyes cast downward, not yet acknowledging the room of strangers. Her hands clapped in counter rhythm while the music grew louder. My eyes were glued to her. Goosebumps traveled from my spine to my scalp. The dancer lifted the skirt of her long black dress, shifted her gaze to the audience, and started to play percussion with her shoes. We saw for the first time the red polka-dotted lining of her undergarment, like a secret shared between lovers. The feet of this fiery woman moved in superhuman ways. She balanced on the heel of one foot, while the other moved from toe to heel. Tico-taka, tico-taka, tock-tock. Her pace quickened. Guitar men followed her lead. She was in charge for what seemed like seconds, but I knew minutes had passed. She bent slightly forward, raised her right arm over her head, and lowered her left arm, forming a propeller. She swung and spun with such grace force that her movement created the illusion of a circle around her body. Once, twice, 3 times, she rotated before she landed with her right arm rounded in front and her left hand floated to her waist. Her inspired frenzy had ended as spontaneously as it had started. Her chest heaved. Sweat poured down the sides of the dancer's face, gliding down the bare of her neck, absorbing into a red triangular scarf. We had connected, this gypsy woman and I, bonded by the music of her world. While her duende had engulfed the room, something inside of me had changed. I had felt her power, and I wanted that power too. This is Cindy Zickman signing off.